I try to pull the Olympic sound. That is not what that is.
What is this?
It said Olympic theme music. It is not what it is.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Give it a second. Play it again.
Yeah.
I want to hear this.
Olympics 2018 intro. But that is not in any way what I wanted it to be.
What did?
Because I mean, you weren't in the 2018. You were in the 20.
I was in 2014 over in
2014.
Sochi, Russia. But I don't.
Sochi.
Yeah,
Sochi.
Do they change the theme music all the time, or is it just
Well,
bad luck?
No,
on my part?
the Olympic
theme
song
like
for the U.S.
drums.
is all the same. Yeah. That's all right. You can find it.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Let's try.
we're
Let's
gonna-
run it.
You
Let's
got
run
it.
it.
You got it. Yeah, let's hear it.
And of course, it's a commercial for Capital One.
Capital One.
Fail again.
Well
Thanks.
done.
Yeah.
Well done on the lunch break.
There it is. There it is.
That sounds
yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
A buttoned-up crew.
that's
here.
music to my ears.
Yeah, Johnny, you have come to a buttoned-up show. All professionals, trained and highly organized.
I love
true.
it.
Thank you for joining us on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
So we'll get to what you got going on. 'Cause
Okay.
I saw some things that you can't reveal yet. Some top secret stuff that comes out next
Sure,
month.
that's right.
We're not going to push it too hard for any sort of hints or teases.
Okay.
But tell me, did it feel weird this year watching than it was last year when you were actually competing?
Well, it was a different experience, but I tell you what, to be a spectator this go around and support the United States and watch our men and women go after medals and represent our country and wear the red, white, and blue, all that's the same. And the excitement, the energy, the emotion. So it was fun to be a spectator this go around because I knew exactly what everybody was experiencing.
Yeah. Did you see anything that surprised you? Because I think the U.S. did better in 14 than they did in the 18. Anything surprises you of any sort of reasons why?
Well, I think, overall in the medal count, you're right. We did do better. I think we finished 4th or 5th in 2018. No surprises. The beauty about competition is that everybody's training for this moment, right? Once every 4 years, you've got your Olympic Games, you have your moment. And so it's neat to see that the athletes step up. And I remember Shaun White's gold medal run there in the half pipe, and how impressive was that for him to lead all the way down to the last run, and then a competitor knocked him into second, and then he takes his final run and wins that 3rd gold medal in his career. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
At what age do you go, all right, I want to be a Olympic athlete? What age? I've obviously missed that time frame for me to go, all right, it's time.
Well,
too late,
you never know. It's never too late. Bobsledders
Yeah.
get a little bit later start in life. So I watched a lot of cool runnings over and over. No, I'm kidding.
It's a good place to start.
Yeah.
It was my football career when I turned pro did not go the way I anticipated. And through some unexpected opportunities for bobsled to come up, to be a guy that played football, grew up in Texas where we have no snow, and then represent our country in a winter Olympic sport. It was a unique journey.
I've heard that a lot for certain sports. You could have not had years and years and years of training,
Sure,
but just be a superb athlete.
Well, I think my football background, lifting all those weights, getting beat up on the field, hits, things like that, is very similar to bobsled when you crash. So from a physical standpoint, I was, my makeup as a football player helped me. And then I also ran track in college. And so to understand how to warm up your body properly, and especially in cold weather, right, when it's minus 20 degrees, how to warm up properly. So it was interesting to see my training as a football player, as a track and field sprinter, parlay into becoming an Olympic bobsledder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the stories that came out of the Sochi, the Sochi Olympic Games, were the conditions of
Sure.
the housing and players being stuck in dorms
Sure.
and those kind of things. Did you notice any of that on your end, or was it a pretty?
Well, overall, the Russians did a good job of holding a safe and successful Olympics. We did run into some construction issues. I had a small, minor problem with my bathroom door that I had to break down.
Yeah.
But, hey, other than that, it was a great Olympic Games. I had my family come over. My fiance at the time, who's now my wife, she was there. It was awesome to have, the people closest to you over there and at that competition.
You were the Olympian that broke down that bathroom door?
He was.
That's where I've seen your name before.
Yeah.
How was that getting swept up in social media? Because that was a thing.
Well,
that became a
have
story.
I had known breaking down a door in Russia would have created that much excitement, I would have kept some of that door.
Well, yeah. How did that happen exactly? Somebody took a photo and posted it somewhere, and then
I ended up breaking out of the door. I saw there was a giant hole in the door, so I took a picture to go show the USOC and say, "Hey guys, ran into an issue with my door." And then I put it on social media, and it just went crazy. 28,000 retweets in 24 hours, seen by an estimated 10 million people around the world.
Have you ever had that kind of pickup on something
Never.
you posted?
First time.
Have you ever had it since?
No.
I mean, that's how going viral goes.
Yeah, that's exactly
out of the
right.
Olympics, you mentioned the door. I'm like, I remember that, the bathroom door thing. That was a thing. Yeah, that is wild.
So now, obviously, you're not going to share, but Sarah is asking online.
Okay.
She goes, please ask Johnny if he can give us a hint on his big announcement for May 15th. Have you prepared?
May 15th.
Have you prepared a hint?
Well, here's the deal. And I posted a picture yesterday.
Okay.
The three most common guesses. I've got this announcement coming out May 15th. If you're not connected with me on social media, jump on there. All my handles are at Johnny Quinn USA. And the top three guesses so far. Number 1, running for political office.
Okay.
Number 2, becoming a suit model. And number 3, launching my own podcast. These are all great guesses. But we need a couple more in the hopper, so that's as much as I can give. We've got some great feedback.
So you're not even denying the guesses. You're just saying they're great guesses.
I'm just saying they're great guesses, and we're having a lot of fun with it. May 15th is going to be a great day on what I'm going to announce on that day.
I like that as somebody who's... I like to think of myself as a professional podcaster. Podcasting makes top 3. That's pretty good.
Go, right?
Hey, it's turning into something.
Yeah.
It's taking on a life of its own. A movement, Josh.
Yeah.
So now we're getting in. I want to ask you about the company that you run, which is an insurance company.
Yes.
So you come back from bobsledding and you go, all right, time to get into business. Why choose insurance?
Well, it was interesting. When I got back from the Olympics, so I speak full time. I travel the country. I got a brand called Think Like an Olympian. So I speak to a lot of sales teams, right? I do a lot of annual conferences, quarterly meetings. I speak to a lot of teams. And when an opportunity came up with Farmers Insurance to take over an existing book of business, and what a brand to be behind, it made sense. It made sense for me. It made sense for my family to have a product that I believe in with a company that I believe in. And I've got a staff of 5. We're rocking and rolling, and we're just loving life. Things are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that was why, just because with the brand that you have, it just kind of seemed like a logical fit.
It was. The beauty about owning an insurance agency, in Texas is that I can write business all over the state of Texas. And so, although I grew up in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, I have ample contacts here. We're writing business in Austin and Houston, San Antonio, El Paso, all across the great state of Texas. So that's one of the neat things is being able to help any client across the state of Texas with their insurance needs.
That is great. I'm going to have a guess that I think it definitely could be a political future. The way that you present yourself,
That's too funny.
I'm seeing a political future. Insurance, entrepreneur, Olympian, suit model also could be a thing. And I hope for the podcast. Johnny, thank you so much for coming on the show. Again, if you have any feedback that you want to give, you go to it's Johnny Quinn USA.
JohnnyQuinnUSA.com. That's my website, and then on any social media handle at Johnny Quinn USA.
All right, Johnny, we're going to take a quick break. We come back with one more guest. We're back to back with guests today. One more guest to talk to you guys about. That's coming up on the lunch break.